GTR, the R34s. I've driven a couple of them in this franchise. I love those. I got a couple too.
That was Paul Walker speaking about his favorite cars and what would be his final interview with Hip Hollywood. On Saturday, Walker and his friend Roger Rodas were killed in a car accident in Santa Clarita, California. This video shows the aftermath of the fiery crash that occurred when Rodas lost control of the red Porsche GT he was driving and slammed into a tree. Walker was in the middle of filming Fast and Furious 7, and here's Ashley Williams with reactions from his co-stars.
Yeah, you know, Vanessa, as news spread of Walker's tragic death, his friends in the industry took to social media with their reactions.
The 40-year-old's Fast and Furious co-star Tyrese posted a number of images on Instagram expressing his deep sadness. In one photo, the singer shared with fans the last conversation he had with Walker on Thanksgiving. Gibson was also spotted having an emotional moment while at the site of the accident. The star posted a photo of himself holding a piece of rubble from the scene, writing, "I will keep your energy with me forever, #ashes of an angel." Dwayne Johnson writing on Twitter, "All my strength, love, and faith to the Walker family during this heartbreaking time." Paul's Takers co-stars T.I. and Michael Ealy also took to Twitter to express their condolences. T.I. writing, "I am shocked and saddened to find that the world has lost such a great-spirited person." Ealy writing, "My heart is crushed by the news that my friend Paul Walker passed away today."
The accident is still under investigation, but there has been speculation that speeding played a factor. For more on that, here's Jonathan Rabb.
A lot of people are tying the crash to drag racing, but I was actually able to go to the crash site today and talk to Jim Torp, who was helping out at the fundraiser that Paul and Roger were throwing. He was one of the first responders on scene, and this is what he had to say when asked if drag racing was a possible cause.
If they would have been racing, then we would have heard it and everybody would have been out on the street watching them race. You had a lot of cars from Maseratis, Ferraris, Aston Martins, Mercedes-Benz, a lot of high-end cars over there that day, as well as some of the cars from the Fast and Furious. They were there, those drivers were there. If there would have been a race, everybody would have been in their car and been out there to see it, and everybody would have ran on the street to watch a race.
He followed up by commenting on Roger, saying this.
If you know Roger, that wouldn't be him. That wouldn't be him. He wouldn't do that on the street. He wouldn't take a high-performance car like that on the street and injure somebody. That just wasn't his nature. He did his racing on the drag strip or on a strip of racing. He didn't do it here on these streets.
Production on Fast and Furious 7 is delayed until further notice. We will continue to update you on this story as it develops. For HipHollywood.com, I'm Vanessa Barnett.